Welcome back, everybody. We are now full swing into Dawntrail, and at this point, a good majority of players have finished the MSQ, freeing them up to work on leveling their crafters and gatherers, which means that the demand for materials is at all-time highest, while supply is very low, giving us a chance to capitalize and make some serious gil. Now, if you're not an omni-crafter and don't usually gather mats, you may look at your gathering log and feel like you can't decide what is actually worth farming. Nothing sucks more than gathering mats to sell on the market board just to realize afterwards that they were worthless. You also don't want to tediously look up every item to find the highest profit. That's what this video is for. Recently it was brought to my knowledge that there is a website that features a tool to take out all the guesswork and show you what you should be farming on your server right now. It works for any server, and the best part is I don't need to make a speech about how each server is different and you should look at what's best for you. The website does all this work for you and is constantly being updated. What website am I talking about? I'm talking about Saddlebags. This site has many tools available to help with your guild farming needs, but the feature I want to go over today is best raw materials to gather that you can find under the Marketshare Overview. To get started, you'll want to make sure that the server is set to your server and data center in the top right. Just click on it and change it to your data center and server. Next, click on the Marketshare Overview in your left menu. You'll want to scroll to the bottom and click on best raw materials to gather. This will give us a search list which we can play around with. Since prices are always fluctuating, we'll want to look at the past 24 hours of sales. The sales amount restricts what is shown by only showing materials that have sold at least 10 times. This will avoid showing worthless items that people who split up transfer gil from across their characters. The average price allows you to set it up so you only see items that will sell for over the feature price. Like if you don't want to see auctions for items under 100 gil each, it will not show these items. Under item filter, you can see that it has various options, but for this search, we're going to be focused on farming items for gathering. So we scroll down to where materials is checkmarked. Every item listed below it up till other will be searched. The problem with this check is we don't want to see dyes, weapon parts, or any materials we farm by killing creatures. So we uncheck materials and instead just check stone, metal, lumber, and cloth. We click on search, and now we have a list of all the various gatherable items that are currently selling on our server. The first column shows its weekly gil earned. Next is percent change, showing which way the stonks are headed on the item. Market state shows which way the stonks are headed by number of sales and price variance. Next three show its average price sold on the server. Median is its average price listed, and the minimum price is the lowest price it was bought for. Next two show quantities of the items sold. There's also item data that features graphs showcasing its sale history on the server and data center, and finally a link to the Universalis page for the material. As you can see, the biggest seller currently is the cobalt tungsten ingot. They are currently selling for about 10,000 each, though this requires a smith to smelt 5 cobalt tungsten ore with 1 cobalt ore. This will net you more gil with slightly faster sales, though I'm currently looking for something I can farm and immediately just put up on the market board and get the most gil for my time. Rakasnor ore is the fastest seller, but is currently selling for just under 1,000 gil each, whereas magnesium powder is selling just a little slower, but is instead selling for over 1,200 each. So looking at this, currently my primary item to farm would be the magnesium powder. I'll go out for about a half an hour and farm up a few stacks to put up on the market board. When farming, be sure to not flood the market board with too many stacks. I would only put up about 5 stacks max and just replace them as they sell. Also, be sure to only undercut by 1 gil. Since these items have such high demand, undercutting by 1 gil or 100 will not speed up the sell rate. It will only hurt your overall profits. Speaking of which, be mindful of people aggressively undercutting everyone else, especially if they only put up 1. More than likely, they are trying to get people to undercut them. That way, they can swoop in and buy the materials at a super low price. When you see someone undercutting by a few hundred gil, it might be best to just buy out their auction and immediately flip it. Just think of it as free gil. Also, while you're out gathering materials, pay attention to which mat you pick up every day. Be sure to skip the time-worn Braxton map. These maps are practically worthless. Instead, save your daily cooldown for the timeless Lobo Skin map. This is a map everyone is searching for. They are currently selling for over 100,000 gil, so that's a nice easy daily gil bump. So during the next month, the market board will be in constant fluctuation as many people work on leveling their various jobs. So just constantly refer to Saddlebags to see what materials are currently the highest sellers, and by doing this, you can easily make a lot of gil with very little effort. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think, and if there's any gil farming advice you'd like to share, be sure to like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. This would help me out tremendously. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.